Gosh. Oh, how are you guys? How is everything doing? How is everyone? How are all of you? My name is Tyler, and welcome to the Amp Sim Universe Freeware Friday. It didn't work. Yeah! All right, today, I guess I could give it a Freeware Friday. I'm excited. There's one person in here to start the stream. I'm excited. I don't know who you are. Probably. I'm assuming this is going to be the esteemed Pedro. I'm assuming it's Pedro that's with us so far. I am playing Woody today. This guitar is... Why you be clunking? What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, I actually have to switch guitars here. There's an issue with this guitar that I was not expecting. Huh. It just looks like some work that I had done to the nut has undone itself. Weird. Huh. It's been like that for a while, too. Hold on, guys. Let me, I'm gonna switch guitars, guys. I know this is like kind of a bummer or this early in the stream. Just give me one moment to switch guitars. All right, guys, what's going on? I got two folks in here. If you're in here, say what's going on. Say hi. I'm here. It's Freeware Friday. I'm excited to be here with you guys doing some testing. Going to be doing some testing on some profiles today that are going to be going along with the plugin. I had somebody that emailed me and just wanted to let me know. Just wanted to let us know that they just wanted to let us know that we better make sure that we give full credit where credit is due. There's some interesting comments that came our way after we announced that we're doing NAMM Universal, and it's kind of, we're just starting to kind of like get around a little bit. We haven't really put a lot out there, and just little teasers and whatnot of the UI and some teasers of some other things. And you guys have been here with us to check out some of these features that we're going to be putting in this kind of simple yet, I guess we're going to call it semi-feature rich plugin. I'm really excited, guys. I'm excited for NAMM Universal. And we're going to talk a little bit about it today. I'm going to show you guys what we've changed the name of some components to make sure they're not confusing to anyone. Thanks, Mike Santaciero, for that suggestion. What we were going to have this sort of, as I called it, the tone stacky type thing. And I essentially, what that is going to be called is the instigator. And here is the instigator right here. You'll be able to take a look at it. Just some simple stuff going on. You've got your bright, your shift, which, yeah, we have to discuss that. Oh, geez, I completely forgot to let the, hey, that's my bad. That's my bad. We just lets me know I have something to do. In any event, here you are, guys. This is the instigator, and this is in its alpha form. You guys are getting to see alpha plugins like in seeing how things come together. In this sense, it's actually pretty valuable. I feel like it's a good piece of knowledge for everyone that uses plugins to learn how these things come together. And that's not something that you're going to get from I don't think there are any other YouTubers out there or channels out there that are so focused on things right down to this level where I mean, maybe I don't watch, admittedly, I don't watch a lot of YouTubers in my own field. I don't watch a ton. So, I mean, that's my ignorance, I guess. But we're trying to show you guys how things come together from an alpha state. How they come together, how you test the various components before assembling, and then exactly how things work, and how we're going to be assembling this plugin. And it's there's going to be a lot more of these guys. Like, we are certainly not going to be. There's already a couple of platforms, and also I'd like to explain why we're choosing to do this when there's already a couple of other platforms out there. We're going to go over that as well. And again, if you're in the comments, give me a little tester. Let me know that the comments are working and everything is going good and your day is going as good as mine is now. Guys, man, I had a really strange incident at work today, and I was like all day thinking about streaming after work. That's all I could think about, was like coming on here and just chilling out and having a good time and playing some guitar and going over some cool shit. So that's where we're at. We're going to be using a bit of a signal change today. We're going to be using a NAMM pedal. Okay. Going to be a NAMM pedal. Boop. I'm going to turn off the gate. So we're not going to need the EQ with the NAMM pedal either. Okay. Just to let you guys know, we're not going to, it's not required. We are going to have a pedal section as well. And you know what? I haven't been able to I'm not going to show off the whole UI. And the thing is, the UI and the components are not connected yet. So in the sense that if you're wondering how things come together in a plugin, essentially you have the UI, graphic artist, and then on the other side of that, you have the coder, and it might be the one and the same person. In some cases, it is the one and the same person that does all that stuff. But in this case, we're talking about like how things get fired back and forth. So essentially it comes out where, you come up with the idea, someone sketches out an idea with either, you can do it however you'd like. You can make it as crude as you want too, because usually graphic artists are pretty good at kind of seeing your vision through like even a good pencil drawing. So, and Lou and Albani's fantastic. He's doing our UI for this. And then we're going to kind of go from there. So basically, then they'll kind of communicate what's going to be, what's this going to be, what's that going to be, how's this going to be attached, and then they map everything out in the coding process and how everything comes together. So, as you guys are aware, the Neural Amp Modeler is open source. And if you weren't aware, this is open source. So the creator of this, Steve Atkinson, wonderful dude, great mind, awesome. It's really very appreciated, his work. And we don't want to take any credit away from him whatsoever. Like the brain and the brainchild, I guess, for NAM Universal is NAM. The Neural Amp Modeler is at the heart of this. And not just one, but two instances of NAM. So this is the pedal NAM that I've got here. And then we've got the instigator. And then you have amp NAM. And then you have, it's called the IR fattener. But in the plugin, it's going to be called the aggravator, just so you guys are aware. And then we have the impulse response loader, and there's going to be a couple of other small onboard toys. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to show you guys, and obviously we're not going to be using STL Tones Nadir. That's just the loader I'm using here. We're going to be putting a fairly standard loader in there without a lot of controls to it, just sort of a drag and drop, and it's a dual IR loader as well, which is fantastic. So today we're going to be going with the Dr. Bonkers EGA 414 Hype Real Mix, which is one of the files that's coming along with it. That's the other thing we're going to get into today is we're going to be going into what what's going to be included with this plugin is part of one of the coolest things about it. So as we go, we're going to be telling you guys exactly what's going to be included with it. It's going to be we're going to be giving you guys pedal profiles, amp profiles, bass profiles, and a whole bunch of impulse responses from not just like Tone Hunt creators, but also from Dr. Bonkers. If you've never seen Dr. Bonkers stuff before, you got to check it out. As well as a number of other impulse response developers have agreed to throw in on this. So it's going to be loaded with the best sounding stuff. So you guys are going to be able to get the best tones possible. It's going to be loaded with presets as well, we hope. All right, so let's get to it. The IR fattener, let's get that on. Let's get into we're not going to use the tone stack just yet. Let's get me a profile here. This is going to be controlling make sure we get there. Arlington Audio, by the way, is one of our feature artists, and we're going to be testing out some stuff from Arlington Audio today, as well as Fat Dracula, as well as a few different. We're going to be trying some Emile Robe stuff as well, some really high quality stuff from Emile Robe. So I'm going to start out with, the Lamb of God profile. And let's see where we start here. Sounds great already. That sounds pretty good so far. So far, so good. And the sword, by the way, might be in and out today, but I'm going to be trying to focus on just the pedal plugins. Gosh dang it. The pedal profiles that we're going to be including, and some of the amps we're going to be including as well. This is going to be some of the amps we're including. We're going to be including just little bits of everything. So we're not going to be including everything these these amazing creators have ever created. We're going to give you just enough where you're like, holy fuck, this sounds, I want more. Then you're going to be able to hit the Tone Hunt link right in the plugin. There's going to be a Tone Hunt logo bottom left. You'll be able to click it and go straight to Tone Hunt. Search that creator's name, and pow, you have everything they've ever put out. No money whatsoever. You can have it all for free. Okay, I want to make that very clear that everything we use on Freeware Friday is free, and that NAM Universal is going to be free. A lot of people have asked already, hey, how much are you going to be charging for this? $0.00 is what we're going to be charging for it. And why is that? We're going to we're going to get into that a little bit later in the stream. Okay, now let's get this turned up a little bit. This already sounds pretty good. Now the oomph, the sparkle, the comp, and the smooth. Lots of ways to kind of explain how these different little settings work. But for now, basically, oomph is oomph. Sparkle is sparkle. Comp is sort of kind of an Andy Sneap Wave C4 trick, a little bit. And smooth is, again, it's a way to kind of smooth everything out just a little bit. You guys will check it out as you go. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And we're going to have a bunch of presets that kind of show you guys different things and how they work. Again, guys, slow as fucking here today. What is going on? I'm going to be on here for a bit and I don't care. Eddie, what's going on, buddy? Slow as balls today, but it seems to be on Fridays. Maybe folks are just waiting for the pre-recorded content to drop, and it's not going to be that. It's not going to be very different from what I do now. It's going to be basically exactly the same as what I'm doing right here, right now. And we're going to do it that way, and just put a little bit of guys. I hate miming. I hate it. Oh gosh, do I hate miming? Always have, always will. I can't mime. So, I mean, if you guys would feel better if I kind of sat here and just kind of went and pretended to play the song, I could do that. Or we could just listen to the mix together that I made with that plugin. So I think that's the way we're going to do it. Have a little listen. And listen, it's 45 seconds. Then we get into the review. It's going to be rad. I know the guys on the team here really want me to do like a playthrough where I'm kind of doing the playthrough thing. And I kind of went through a bunch of different vibes on that. And it just did not work for me. Guys, I even tried to make it funny, going to some really interesting and funny places. Did a video at school. I actually, kind of went all over the place looking for different fun and interesting places. I put something together to wanted to do it even like at work, at the school I work at, and like this like little kind of kindergarten area. It was just to be kind of fun. And it's still just like I couldn't get cozy with the playthrough and the miming. I just can't do it. So I think that's out. I think that's out. Million different guys out there miming all kinds of stuff though. If you want to check those guys out. Eddie, how are you? How's the tile business? So we're gonna check this out today. Not going to be working with, like as mentioned, I'm not going to work with the instigator too much today. What I would prefer to do is I'm going to be testing out some of our pedal plugin. Gosh, dang it. I'm going to start hitting myself in the leg every time I say plugin instead of profile. Start saying capture instead. All right, now let's get to a pedal. All right. So we're going to go to the folders again, NAM stuff. Let's go to the pedals. And we're going to be including pedals from likely Tim R, Sinmix, Pit Pris, hopefully Mark Swarbrick, and very likely Fat Dracula. Fat Dracula has been speaking to this guy a little bit and seems really, really stoked on what we're doing. So I can't wait to get him a beta to work on, and then we can kind of lock this in. That's what most of the creators, that's all they ask for. Why did I feed back there? That was interesting. What is going on with my mic? Weird. What captures that? Sounds good. This is, I'll get to that one sec. Let's get a pedal in here. And let's go with the 805 from Tim R. Let's see what we got now. Let's turn that on. Sounding pretty juicy. Sounds pretty damn good to me. So far, so good. Also, Sharface slash Eddie is gonna have tons of stuff, and he is the resident. He tackled it. When we started this, we're like, listen, someone on the team here has to tackle this NAM stuff. And Eddie went in all fucking in, man. He went in head first. And so, man, it's really good. And he got really good at it really quick, which is super cool. So if you guys make sure you check out the Sharface stuff in the all the Tone Hunt stuff we're going to be providing. And he will have his own teaser pack as well as some IRs in there. So we're very, very, very stoked. So the profile, or sorry, the capture I'm working for right now, working with Buddy. This is the Mesa Mark IV. Is this my? Sorry, this is the basically the Lamb of God from Emile Robe. And he's got a little pack there. Yes, that's exactly what I think of every single time I think about miming, actually, Eddie, is when they were on that Top of the Pop show, the Brit Pops or whatever it was called. And they're like, no, you're just going to be miming. And like they all switched instruments and set the drums up backwards. That's literally what I'd be doing with you guys. I'd be listening to my song, just being like, hey, do. Man, this is awesome. Watch me play. Solo time. Woo! You know, like, I can't do it, guys. Miming is just, can't do her. And then you're like, well, why don't you do it the other way, where you play live with it with on another track, and like while the mix is being like with the full mix. Not a bad point. Not a bad point. Don't want to do that either. That just kills. Like, I guess I could though. That means rehearsing the 45-second riffs that I sort of write and forget. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, man, I've definitely seen that. That was on that video they had for a while. That's a little out of tune. It's Friday, guys. Holy fuck yeah, it's Friday. It's just me and Eddie today, apparently. We have a lurker today. We have a lurker today. I don't know who it is. Sometimes we used to have theories about lurkers, and we used to have theories like, who is it? Who are they? Is it a corporate shill? Is it Hugo from AmpSim World Tones and Sharing? Hugo! How's it going, buddy? Like Hugo, he's This is not the pick that I wanted. I've been really enjoying this Michael Kelly pick lately. I'm going to go back to it. I forgot that it was in my pocket. I'm going to have to order more. This is the only one I got. This is a Michael... Is it Michael Kelly? No, Michael Kelly's the guitar. This is... fuck up, I know. Fred Kelly. Sorry, I always say Michael Kelly because Michael Kelly makes those like knockoff guitars. This is Fred Kelly picks. And they're pretty popular with country guitar players. Like when I was looking for thumb picks, they make this really, really rad thumb picks. You might be thinking like, thumb picks? The fuck do you need a thumb pick for? Well, occasionally I do dabble in chicken picking, and then occasionally I will go through the frustration of using one of these. Okay, If you've never tried to use one of these, they're infuriating. And gosh, I don't know if it was ever even worth trying. It's really, really difficult to adapt to. Maybe one of them, and I also have this one. This one's also Fred, this one's Fred Kelly, and I've had shaved down on this one because it needed to be shaved down. So if you guys want to check out, why are we talking about thumb picks? I don't know. I like to talk about picks sometimes. All right, cool. So let's move along to some of the other profiles we're going to be using in NAMM Universal. I feel like today's stream is kind of like on the dry side, guys. I'm feeling like dry, super dry right now. I actually haven't even started selecting the Emil Robe files just yet, but I know the Lamb of God is definitely going in. Also, the Mesabuki JP2C pack will be going in for sure. And then he's got Friedman J.K. Lee. That sounds pretty good. Let's check that out. It's not going to be chugs. This is not chuggerific. Not everything is going to be chuggerific, guys. I'm going to be doing like a rock stream next week with some of the rock and clean profiles. That's really loud. Let's back it off. Well, okay. Not a lot of gain there, but I'm working with it. 420Z, baby. Yeah, tomorrow we're going hard with a Doom Tomb. I'm going to get Bo to do, I mean, if Bo has time, I'm going to see if he'll do up an extra special, really nice Doomy Toomy for tomorrow night. 9 o'clock. Wait, no, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Sorry, because, wait a minute, 7 o'clock? 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to put it up. We'll put it up, and we are going to Doom, and we are going to be, I'm going to make sure by that point, guys, oof, it's going to be a mess. I don't even know if I'll be able to hold myself up on the stream. Is that professional? I don't really give a shit. I don't care. There are a lot of YouTubers that do all kinds of stuff while they're doing, having some beers and hanging out, you know, like, why am I not allowed? 420 stream, Doom Tomb, make sure you're here. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be doing the absolute doomiest McDoom. And if you're not sure what Doom is, I mean like Stoner Doom, not like, you know, like My Dying Bride Doom. Not up in here. Not up in here. No disrespect to Gothic Doom. You just can't hold a candle to Stoner Doom. It's not... I get it's very dreary in the Doom aspect. It's different. It's just meant to be a bit different than like the Stoner Doom aspect of Doom, if you will. But that is, like, I don't know. What do you think, Eddie? Oh, that sounds really good. Let's go up a little bit, gain-wise. Ooh. Wow. Sounds really good. I've never ever messed with anything Jake E. Lee related. Never. I know he's got some gear though. He's got a really nice guitar, and it's got like the I think it's got a humbucker and two like offset singles. They're, instead of like being the standard, like they're the other way. As soon as I saw that, I was like, God damn, that's nice. Like, let's be honest though. Can we be honest? What is the like? How? Almost all of Ozzy's guitar players had like solo careers as well. Like Zakk Wylde, obviously the most famous of the bunch, but like, I mean, you think about Jake E. Lee, he's the only one that I can't really think of anything he's done otherwise. I have no idea. I have no idea. And then there was the other guy. Who's the other guy? What was his name? Who's the other guy that just filled in during the Perry Mason? I want to learn that riff. Hold on. Hold on a second. That's it. Red Dragon Cartel. I'm going to be honest with you, and I have absolutely no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I have no idea who that is. That's just one of the things that got by me, I guess. I don't know. This is one of the bands that, like, you think of the other, like Gus G. Gus G, like, even well prior, though. I mean, Gus G was, let's be honest, Gus G didn't just get picked out of a lineup. The dude was, like, legit. Like, he was in Firewind. He had already had a bunch of solo stuff. He was in Dream Evil, and he did some other stuff with another band. The dude is fucking legit. And, man, this sounds really good, though. Wow, the Jake E. Lee on Game 10. Guys, check this out. Let's just fucking riff this. Let's not talk. I'm just gonna riff this for a bit, guys. It's gonna be, oh man, this sounds great. If you're in the chat, say what's up, guys. Friday, let's have a good time tonight. Cool. That sounds great. Let's go to the Fattener. The Fattener. Woo! Man. Yeah, this does sound awesome. God dang right, this sounds awesome. I'm really excited about this. This is going in. Going in. Absolutely going in the pack. You guys just saw that. Right now is when we decided to put this this amazing profile capture. I don't know. What do they say? Is it profile or is it capture? Which one is correct, Eddie? Hey, what's going on, Bo? Man, I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, my back. Oh, god damn. What's going down to my back? Sucks being old. I actually today, guys, I heard something. I want to say it's every day, but it's not every day. I would say at least once a week. Once every week to 2 weeks. At my work. And for those of you that are not aware, I work in a school climate with children, and I often hear or see children do something I've never seen before. Often, and today, man, it was great. This little girl said to me, this girl is in grade 4. She's 9 or 10, and she says to me, Mr. C. I said, yeah. And she said, when can I start paying my income taxes? I said, what? She said, when can I start paying my income taxes? I said, you should probably not worry about that for as long as possible. Like, don't even worry about when that's coming. You just be a kid. Don't worry about paying your income taxes. So that got a smile on my face after what was a very strange beginning of my day. Very, very strange beginning of my day. I've basically we worked with somebody who was very much a rain cloud, and we had some rain cloud moments today, and it was very interesting. Otherwise, man, I am stoked, and the weight of my work week and everything else is being melted away by Freeware Friday. I love being here on Fridays with you guys. I really do. Man, I love this fucking solo. Hold on, guys. We're gonna go back. I love this fucking solo so much. You guys have heard it before. This is Battlesnake, Nightmare King. This part's so deep purple. A little bit of Queen right here. Man, this band is so fucking good. This riff too. I'll bet you guys have heard this song in a stream and have had this riff in your head. And you're like, damn, what's that from? I've had those moments. Anyways, welcome to Freeware Friday. We're just chilling out today. We're hanging out, checking out some pedals. I'm checking out I've got 3 from Tim R that are going to be going in. Of course, the breakdown's coming, and I'm going to want to listen to it, but I must resist. Resist it. Guys, in the comments, tell me, what is the heaviest riff you can think of off the top of your head? I'm not asking for all time, so you don't have to sit there like thinking for hours and hours and hours to do, you know, I just want to know, off the top of your fucking head, what is the heaviest riff you can think of? For me, it's, I'll say Sepultura, Roots. I love, oh my God, that song. I could literally listen to Roots I could listen to it once a day, twice a day, and still enjoy every single solitary second of that song. It's so fucking heavy. I don't care what anybody says, well, that's old school, it's not heavy. When it came out, it made people pretty angry. There's a lot of Sep fans that were like, what the fuck is this we're listening to? And then the rest of us were like, holy fucking shit, this is awesome. Yeah. All right, let's go over some other pedals that are hopefully going to be involved here. We have the Hell Drive. I've got the Zach Wild. The MXR Zach Wild is here. That's pretty cool. Not sure. I got to talk to Gregor again. And we've got Pit Priss, who's got a bunch of stuff on board with us. We have a bunch of stuff that he's done right here. You guys can check out, he's got precision drives, he's got M77, he's got 808. So let's try his 808, shall we? All right. Oh, it sounds really good. Nice. Nice and nice. Bo, do you know what tomorrow is, right? Tomorrow is 420. And if you're out there and you are a 420 friendly type of person, you'll want to join us tomorrow at roughly, I don't know, we'll say, we're gonna have to work it out. I'm gonna have to see if Bo also has time to make some sort of elaborate 420 Doom Tomb stream kind of thing. But I mean, Bo's already made some unbelievable, man, this guy has actually changed everything we're doing here with just with that art. Honestly, just with he just dusted off the old graphic skills here. Must be nice. He's like, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. I'll just dust off the old graphic skills and see if I can whip something up. Basically what he was saying is it was almost like he's pool sharking, you know? It was almost like he's like I don't know, Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse, where he drives the shitty beater around, and then all of a sudden, just when he wants to get serious, he goes into the garage and dusts off the old Mercedes and takes it for a spin, you know? That's what he was doing. DeBo's dusting off the old Mercedes. And man, the images he's making for us, unbelievable. Anyhow, and they're great it's great for promotion. We want to find a way to I want to do thumbnails. I want to do nicer thumbnails at some point, but like just having me with my smiley face and then UI, I've been told is all right. So whatever, we'll see. Let's try that again. Nope, can't do it. My wrist is just not enjoying Guitar to Life today. Nice. It sounds really good. And if you're curious as to the capture I'm using currently, it is the Jake E. Lee G10 from, that is the G10 file. It's the Jake E. Lee Friedman, and it's from Emil Robe. And you can get the Emil Robe Pro, all his stuff off of Tone Hunt, or at least the majority of it is free. 100% free. I'm not sure if he has paid packs elsewhere, as some of these guys tend to do, and gals. There is Northern Beauty? No, Northern something or other. Northern Wolf? Northern Wolverine. I can't remember the actual user's name, but there is actually, I believe, a lady creating, or whomever, creating a profiles up here in Canada. So if that's you, cheers. Thank you for that. Thank you to all of the creators out there, all of them, each and every creator out there. If you're out there and you're just taking your own time to make these awesome profiles, captures for free to just give away to the community, man, thank you. And if you're doing it on a high level, thank you twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times for that, because doing it at a high level, it actually does take some decent gear and some skill. It's not something that you can just like do out of the seat of your pants unless you have a lot of skill. Some of those people, I mean, if you're like a professional, a super professional, producer, or if you're like one of the, the reamping type fellas, there are a lot of people out there that if you have like a reamping service, I know there are a couple of reamping services that are aware. I talked to one of them because I was hoping to kind of see if I could get them interested in working with us on some stuff, knowing full well that they have a giant wealth of amps, and it was just like we're way too busy for that. But yeah, we've been thinking about it. You know what I mean? And so it's out there. And so if any of these guys or gals that have these reamping services, man, and if you have that wealth of amps already, man, and if these people probably also, if you're doing reamping, you probably also have DI boxes, right? I'm just gonna be honest. Like, if they have all the gear, that could really churn out some really great stuff. Also, paid NAM packs. Whether you agree with them or not, like some people aren't really they're not about the paying for the packs. They're like, why would I pay for a pack? I could just get all this great stuff. But paid packs for NAM are going to be a thing, and they already are a thing. And I would say that you should consider some of those packs, because some of the packs that I've tried, the paid packs that we've had sent over to us, man, great stuff in there as well. How's it going, Caleb? I'm not going to be able to butcher it that way. It's a great riff. I gotta keep doing it. Caleb, what's going on? Man, I hope everybody's having a great Freeware Friday today. I hope your Friday is going well. Hope everybody is enjoying themselves. And if you're out there and you're wanting some stuff for free, boy, do we have some stuff for you. I got it in the showcase today. I've got it in the chain, as always. The Unified Preamplifier from Aurora DSP. Speaking of Aurora DSP, Lucas from Aurora DSP will be joining us this weekend on Sunday. Sunday, he'll be joining us. The time has yet to be determined, as he is, we're all very busy people around here and around the various people in the industry. I mean, as soon as they get outside of work hours, they don't want to go and, you know, talk work for another 90 minutes. So it's not always easy for us to put together. Anyhow, this is the Unified Preamplifier from Aurora DSP. This is the X-Drive pedal from WAVEMIND, also free. Reed Smasher 1.2 from Mercurial Audio, also free. Forte Boost 22 pedal, also free. The Sword from Audiority, also free. Very, very, very cool. Messy picking. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Again, not a real talented lead player over here, but I got a couple licks that sound okay. But whenever I play a lead lick, guys, you guys need to understand that I'm not playing that lead lick to show off. It's more or less, anytime you hear a lead lick around here, it's to give you guys some of the what it actually sounds like in the, you know, the upper registers, if you will. Man, Balkan ska, it's still, I mean, absolutely, like, man, I've always loved ska music, and angry ska, and like ska that uses like minor chords. Ooh, you're after my heart on that one. And man, as soon as we found Balkan ska, like, I don't know, it's probably going on 7-8 years ago now, we found Ruskaya. Man, we never looked back. The more of it is like, oh, give it all. Oh, nom, nom. All of it. Give it all. Give it all to me. Man, I'm just having such a nice day at this point. We are about 8 minutes away from a boat. Oh man, I got it. I caught myself. That was a true Canadian moment. We don't all say a boat, but occasionally it comes out that way. But you know where they do say a boat is fucking, it's funny because Canadians get made fun of for saying a boot. A boat. But what about a boat? Okay, what about down in Wisconsin where they say a boat? Hey, a boat. And how is that any different? How is that any different? I ask you guys. Why not? Yeah, the background image is fine. I mean, that's cool. But just being able to put everything together the way that you do is pretty fucking sweet, dude. And it's helping us out big time. Big time. Having you guys, having having Fiverr is also nice too. Having like random people on Fiverr create those like hard quality logos And that's it's always nice to be able to just pay like $40 and have somebody be able to do up a fucking really nice looking logo that you can choose a bunch from like this. It's nice. I like that. Yeah, man, we're not far from Wisconsin either. I've been to Wisconsin a whole lot of times, don't you know? I've got not a whole lot of times. I bet 3 or 4. That's like a whole bunch of times for someone from my neck of the woods. Typically, the vacation and the trip spot from where I'm at is Minnesota. And Minnesota accents is pretty damn close as well. They've got some herky, hinky, jerky things. It's funny because we're like right there. We're here, and their Minnesota is here. And the accents are drastically different. The second I step over the border and go to like their main, like the border store right after the border, you can hear the accent is thick as fuck. And they're literally only about 40 minutes away from us. It's really strange how accents can differ in just that such a small section. Yeah, don't you know? Don't you know? Oh. All right, cool. Sounds good. This profile that I'm using, I've been using for the same profile forever now. This is, again, as I said, this is going in. Emil Robe, thank you so much for making this. We're going to go over to the Arlington audio section of things and some of the stuff that they have. I've yet to go through these amps here. Some of the stuff below, these are the files that are going to be coming along with, and the stuff above is just stuff I have not gone through yet. So let's go over the Zach Wild, and they're very detailed in the profiles that the capture packs rather that they shoot, because you'll find that some they just make maybe 2 or 3 really perfect sounding profiles, whatever they're called. At least I'm not calling them plugins anymore. We stepped ahead. Okay, and in this case, Arlington Audio and Emil Robe. Emil could go kind of like, I think he has done kind of both sides of things, where he has packs that have a bunch and he has packs that have a couple. Whereas this, Arlington Audio's most of their stuff is like, it's there, you know? So I'm just going to go straight for the jugular and go high sensitivity, gain on 10, and see what we got. Well, I've got the delay on still, so let's turn that off. Whoa, it sounds so good. Oh gosh, that sounds really good, guys. Oh boy, that sounds incredible. And this here's without the aggravator. And here is with the aggravator. So you guys kind of get the idea. And I've got it pretty minimal settings going on here. There's almost too much headroom. Like, you're never going to need this much of the oomph. It's not... I mean, you could if you wanted to, but most of the time I've been kind of cruising on, you know, below 30 or 40% on most of these settings. But again, that's up to you, the user, at this point. When you guys get this plugin, you guys tell us, how do you enjoy this section? This is the aggravator, again, the aggravator section, which will be directly after the amp nam in the chain. Fuck. I don't know what happened there, guys. I don't know. Did it affect? Did things drop there? You know what? It's funny. This Animals song by Devin Townsend is banned he is banned it in Russia. I get every single solitary time that this song appears, or it comes up in a stream. I get not nuked. It's just letting me know that, listen, that part of the stream, guys, people in Russia can't hear it. I'm like, okay, I could care less. That sounds great too. Su fucking perb. Man, I'm excited to be here with you guys on 420 Eve, we'll call it. I've never actually called it that before, but now we will. 420 Eve. Even the missus. You know what I bought her yesterday? This is a funny little... before I go on the break, I'll tell you guys just a fun little story. I don't drink at all. I haven't in years. Again, no chip in my pocket, but it's just something I chose to give up years and years ago now. When I was about 33. It's been about 12, 13 years now. I just got bored and didn't really like myself as that was. But let's get to the story. I don't drink, but I do go to our liquor, we'll call it the liquor store, to buy stuff for the missus. I just like shopping for booze for her. And I'll go in through all the like nice cans of all the things. Ooh, look at this. What's this? Oh, it's a hard seltzer again. Oh boy, a lot of hard seltzers out there right now. Like, I swear half the liquor store is hard seltzers right now. Everybody wants that. I heard them described one time as, it tastes like it tastes like you're drinking TV static while someone yells the name of a fruit from the other room. That's what I heard. So, and ever since then, I've never been able to drop that. Anyways, a lot of hard seltzers there, but I bought her a whole bunch of stuff. Usually I buy her a bunch of different assorted cans. And like, what is this one? Look at this one. Look at this one. Whoa. But this time was different. I went there and I saw a 4-liter box of strawberry margarita. So I'm like, I guess I need that, right? I get to the counter and the lady at the counter's like, oh, wow. Is this any good? I'm like, I have no idea. I don't drink. She's like, why are you buying it? I'm like, well, I'm buying it from my missus. She's like, oh, does she like it? I was like, she's never tried it either. She's like, so you're going to buy 4 liters or something? You're not even sure if she likes? Uh-huh. You got it. That's how we roll around here. And it turns out she did like it. And then nonetheless, it's a giant box with a pouring spell, like a box of wine essentially, but it's all margarita. That's pretty fun. All right, guys, I will be back in 3 minutes. 3 minutes time with Gilbert here, and we'll go over some more profiles from Arlington Audio. I'm in the selection process right now. We are in the selection process for the moment, and man, there's going to be some really cool stuff from a variety of creators. And if you're a creator out there and you're watching this and you want to get involved, you're like, I have some good stuff that I'd like to put into NAMM Universal. Get at us. theampsimuniverse@gmail.com, or you just like and subscribe here and fire us off some sort of message that'll get to us eventually. I don't even know how to check an inbox on YouTube. I have no idea. So there's probably something in there I should go look at. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not leaving you with this song. There's no universe where that happens. Yeah, this is definitely a better place to park my car. All right, guys, I'll be back in about 2-3 minutes. Take your time. Go grab yourself a brew. Mix yourself a drink. Go, partake in a little bit of, herbal enhancement. Whatever it is that you guys do, even if it's a nice cold glass of water with some ice cubes, go and grab it. And I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. A bit of a slow stream today, but you know what? It's not about quantity, it's about quality, and that's all we have around here when it comes to the people that are in this community. You guys are all high quality individuals, and we love chatting with you guys. See you guys in 3 minutes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Jeez, Louise. Sorry for hacking and maybe breaking someone's speakers there. I'll cough right into it as loud as I can. Oh man, do you guys remember the first time you heard this song? Can we go over this? Can we go how fucking heavy this song is? Kings of Carnival Creation. What are they? What do you think this is in? Is this in B? I don't think these guys play in B. This riff here. So many triggers. But then, like, this little fill and this part here, I remember the first time we heard this song and we are just like... Man, Nicholas Barker. Nicholas Barker is a bad man. If you're not familiar with Dimmu Borgir or any of Nicholas Barker's work for that matter, he's been in a bunch of bands. He went from Cradle Filth to Dimmu Borgir. How weird is that? And then after that, he had nothing to do with black metal whatsoever. He was like, I am done with that stuff. He went on to be in, oh, Jesus Christ. Not that band. Why is it escaping me now? Oh gosh, his grindcore band, for fuck's sake. Why is it slipping my mind? This is actually really bad. Gosh. Oh, somebody tell me the name of his grindcore band. Oh, I'm gonna feel so bad when you say it too. Absolutely terrible moment for me. And I listened to them. It's been a while, but at one point I was listening to them often, and why can't I remember the name of Nicholas Barker's? Oh, he was also an Old Man's Child. Do you remember? Okay, hang on. Let's talk about this for a second. Dimmu Borgir, when in their prime, was so fucking good. When this album came out, when Kings of Carnival, when Puritanical Euphoric Misanthropia. Wow, that is a whole bunch to say. Like that font, straight out of Photoshop. When this album came out, they were so fucking good that Galder in their band was able to put out an Old Man's Child record of his own stuff that Dimmu basically said they didn't, we're good. We don't want those songs, and like he wasn't gonna mix. He was already writing stuff with them, but they were so fucking good that album could actually exist. Most of those songs are so good that if you've never heard Old Man's Child, we're gonna have to break that out at some point. Let's do it. Old Man's Child. And when you think of like this album right here, The Defiance of Existence, this album, let's listen to it in the background, shall we? Let's do that. All right, I wanted to... This is a great album, guys. We're going to listen to this one in the background today. This is Felonies of the Christian Art. And we're going to listen to this in the background for sure. Oh man, my wrist is just not, it's just not good, guys. I've definitely got some arthritic stuff happening in my wrist that I am not super fond of. But again, it's not like if you're a person in there, like let's say you're even 40. Let's see if you're even 35 and you've been active your whole life and you've been playing guitar or playing an instrument and sports and everything else. There's a lot of miles, guys. There's a lot of miles on these on. You can take this however you'd like to, because I realize how it's going to come out, and that's fine. There's a lot of miles on this wrist, y'all. You might as well dress it up. There's a lot of miles on this wrist. I've also broken it and sprained it. And so this wrist is extra fucking shitty. And if it's your dominant hand, though, I mean, everyone's dominant wrist. I'm here. Hear me, folks. You're gonna get arthritis in your 40s or 50s in your dominant arm. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But man, it's I'm gonna have to start doing some more work. I'm gonna have to start doing a little bit more work. And I have the Very Grip here. Check it out. It's a little dusty right now because I haven't pulled that out in a couple of months. I really should start using that more and start doing some more strength training and try to see if I can figure out this wrist. Also, maybe, you know, if you guys are out there, if you're watching this after the fact, you've had some issues with, and I've had this conversation actually in the comments of a couple streams. I was talking about arthritics and everything else. Let me know out there, because there's musicians, we all get old, and let me know how your stuff ails you out there, and let me know how you've kind of managed to get past it and play comfortably. Drummers especially, you see like old drummers, like I've been a drummer, I had to give up drumming, I guess roughly I don't know, 6 years ago or something like that, because I essentially had nowhere to put a kit, and not even an e-kit, and I could not make it work. So, but I played drums for a really, really long time, a lot of years, since I was roughly 12, 13. And I can just, I'm just picturing if I was just to keep playing, and I really want to get back into drumming, and it's great for your joints and your bones and everything, but at some point, when does it become bad for your joints? Do you know what I mean? Like, at what point do you hit that age where you're like 60? Is it 65? Is it 70? When you hit, like, you're a drummer, and all of a sudden you are that drummer that has the elbows locked to your ribs, and it's all about just this, or, you know, it's kind of becoming a little bit more about this now, you know? You guys tell me. Get a theremin and put an amp on it. Must be relaxing for your wrist. Oh man, I'm no shit. I actually, this is, again, you brought up theremin, and I would be, Andy Murph, what's going on? How are you? I didn't know you were there, sir. Nice to see you. I will tell you, you brought up theremin, so I'm going into a fucking story. I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't care. So I had this jam space once, and we had a couple, we were sharing. When you're in a collective jam space with multiple bands, some really good things can happen, really bad things can happen, and really weird things can happen. I've been a part of all three of them so many times that I don't even know. I would have to sit here for a whole weekend to even think about like half the stories that have, half the things that have happened over the years. Like, if you're out there and you're in this like, I don't care if you're watching this after the fact, if you're watching this right now, whatever. If you're in the chat, I want a weird fucking jam space story. I'm gonna turn this down. Sorry guys, it's a bit loud still. I'm shouting over it. I don't want to do that. Guys, tell me a weird jam space story. Okay? When I say weird jam space story, just tell me something. I don't know, it could be weird, it could be bad, it could be good, it could be cool, it could be shitty. And welcome to Freeware Friday, by the way. My name is Tyler, and we are checking out some of basically the signal chain that is going to become NAMM Universal. Okay, I'm basically going through the alpha process. The UI is all done. Now we are essentially waiting on the coding is kind of in the process. And then essentially after that's done, they link things together, and we are done. We are done bar. And then we will be ready to do a beta, which means, and Brymir, by the way, is singing us the story of his people in the background here. He is very happy. By the way, if you're out there and you were concerned about Brymir's health at all, he is at 100 fucking percent. 100%. The man is, it took him a long time, and he has slowly gained most of the weight back. I know this is a weird sidebar, but man, he is at 100%. The meows that you're hearing in the background, man, he is happy as can be, playing with the ball. He's always hungry now. We could not be happier that he made it back from this second near-death bout with pancreatitis. thank you so much out there for thinking about him. I forgot to mention that for anybody that was curious. Now, getting back to it. We, at this one jam space, we had this one dude that was kind of weird. Didn't really talk much. Okay? He didn't talk much at all. And that's okay. You don't necessarily need to be best buddies with everybody in the collective jam space. As long as you all get along, you stick to your jam hours, you communicate. If you're, these are going to be maybe some lessons involved here as well for all of you that are thinking about sharing a jam space with other bands. We should have that chat one day about the goods, the bads, the ups, the downs. I've been the asshole, and I've been the guy who is on the other end of the asshole as well. So I've had lots of, I'm sure there are more than a few people out there that I've shared a jam space with that are like, holy fuck, that guy was the worst. And that's okay. That's fine. Nah, you know, I'm perfectly likable. Anyways, so there's a really weird dude, really good bass player. He overplayed a lot, but that was okay. Like he was playing, it was like stoner, words are difficult. He was in stoner rock, and it was sort of this side project of my drummer, and they were doing this stoner rock thing, and this dude was really, all I knew about him was that when he got drunk, he got kind of weird. But that was usually when we weren't there, and we were leaving the jam space around the time that he started to get kind of liquored up, and then we'd be leaving, and he'd be getting kind of like herky-jerky, you know. And that's the only thing I really remember about him. And I didn't see him at the jam space for a long period of time. And there was free play time at the jam space, and then I had signed up for that time because I was going to go there with a couple of buddies, show them my E-kit, and well, the early generation, the early first generation of my E-kit, we'll say. And okay, so and the jam space itself was at this old meat packing plant, and we were literally jamming in an old cooler that was renovated into being a jam space, and complete with like hooks that like you could see the old track and everything. And anyways, this place sounded good. It was super cheap, but it was in the fucking worst neighborhood in my city. The absolute worst neighborhood that you could even imagine, right near the tracks, wrong fucking part of town. Rent is cheap for a reason. Now, I'm going there quite late with my drummer, and there's a couple other guys, and we were going to go there and have some beers and check out the E-kit. Now, I'm setting the stage for you guys because this is a pretty decent story. You're like, holy fuck, play some guitar. Now, we'll get there. Calm down. So basically, we show up there, and we hear like legitimately good, like the you know what a theremin sounds like when someone's doing this spooky dookie with it? It's like ooh, 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 whatever they make it do, how they do the thing. And so you could hear it. And most of the guys I was with didn't know what a theremin was. They didn't know what that sound was. I knew it was a theremin because I had seen like a demo of one at a music store really long time ago. And there's a guy that worked at a music store that played a lot of piano that was really good with the theremin. And every once in a while, he'd pull it out and be like, well, look at me. I'm weirder than you thought I was. And you're like, okay. So I knew exactly what it was. I couldn't figure out why the fuck it was coming from inside a dark ass fucking building in the worst neighborhood possible. So we go in, and I'm not kidding you, the door to our jam space was one of those freezer doors. And a big ass called clonk from like the 40s or 50s. So we clonked the fucking door open. It opens it up, and there's this weird dude playing theremin with nothing but a flashlight to light the room that he's in. Okay, I wanted to paint that picture for you as vividly as possible, because put yourself in that scenario. It was one of the weirdest fucking things I'd ever seen at that point. Okay, and we were all standing there like, what the fuck is going on? And he didn't know we were there. He was so into it that he didn't realize there were people behind him. So he's all doing the this kind of thing with the theremin with his back to us and nothing but a flashlight lighting the room. And somebody had to go up to him and tap him on the shoulder. So I went up and I like lightly tapped him on the shoulder. And of course it was very like, you know, it was again, it's the strangest. We wanted to just shut the door and just leave. But we had signed up for the free time and we were all fucking stoked. And why was this guy there with a theremin when our name was clearly on the board? Clearly on the board, booked free time. I didn't care. It was the principle of the matter. I created that I created that reaction, and he was very upset. I honestly, I saw him once or twice after that, but then he kind of just vanished. And it's sort of, as a lot of collective jam spaces typically do, somebody sells a building, or somebody, you know, you get 2 bands drop out, you can't afford the room anymore, whatever happens. Somebody steals something from somebody else, and there's a fist fight that between like 4 different guys. Seen that too. All kinds of weird things have happened. One time, oh man, I could go into, I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not gonna do it. Man, that was a fun story though. It's been a while since I got to tell that story. One of the weirdest moments in my entire life. So yeah, I hope that story was as fun for you guys as it was for me to tell it. All right, so let's get back to it. We're going through some of the Arlington Audio profiles, and I was going through the Zach Wild. Yeah, gonna get a few of those profiles in there. Generally, what I've been trying to do with my profile selection is, if I really like a pack, and there are a lot of files, I will take something cleanish, something like with a medium amount of gain, and then something like give me all you fucking got, highest gain possible. And really, a lot of these creators were like, no, you can just take it all and put it in. And I said, no, we're not going to do that. That's not the idea here. The idea is to give them enough, is to give users enough to sound unbelievable, and then still be able to hit the tone. Literally, there's going to be a tone hunt. You know, I'm just going to do it. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go to all face for a second. And give me a second here. We're going to go to all face, and we're just going to do it. We're going to go all in. Okay, give me a half a second here, and we're going to show you guys the UI for this. We haven't shown anyone, and I don't mind showing you guys because you're watching the stream right now. You guys deserve it. Anybody who's here deserves it, because there are not many of us here, right? So let's see what we can do here. Okay. Hang on, guys. I sent it out to a couple different places. I just want to make sure. Hang on. Here we go. Is this it as well? Yes. Okay. So I will show you to you guys now. Here we go. Check this out. Boom. And that is exactly what you're going to be seeing, or pretty darn close to what you're going to be working with. And we hope you guys dig it. This is from us to you guys. So basically, you're going to be able to hit this button right here. Of course, it's not a functioning button right now, but when you have this open inside your DAW, you'll be able to hit the tone hunt button right there. Boop. And you'll be able to take you straight to tone hunt, and you'll be able to be like, oh, like I'm currently using a profile from Arlington Audio. You'll be able to just go straight there. We debated having multiple links for multiple creators. And I think it would be cleaner just to let you guys, give you guys the tone hunt button. It's easy enough to be like, okay, I know I'm using something because all the folders will be labeled. I know I'm using something from Arlington Audio. Okay, no problem. I'm going to go click the tone hunt button, and then you'll be able to go there and just jump right into all the different stuff. And man, they have a lot of really good stuff. So this is what it looks like. I hope you guys dig it. I really do. Just to explain it, the top rack component here is it's NAM, but it's only for a pedal with no controls, no input, no output, no nothing. You just put a pedal in there, and then the instigator is kind of the tone stacky type thing we talked about earlier. You'll be able to use this for a variety of different things. experience so far, I haven't had a lot of luck using both a pedal profile and the instigator here. You might want to use either or, as that's going to be the suggested kind of way to do what's up. So we're going to move on to NAM. Of course, this is NAM right here. This is just your average NAM minus the gate. Then you're going to be going down here. This is the aggravator. That is the IR fattener from previous streams that we've showed you guys. And then down here, we've got your dual IR loader with a simple blend, and that'll be the way you go. Up here, preset window, and then, of course, this will likely take you to WAVEMIND, and this likely will take you to our YouTube. There's going to be some clickable stuff in there. It's free. So, I mean, yeah, there's going to be a little bit, just a little tiny bit of self-promotion in there. I think you guys can forgive us, okay? Forgive us for putting in our YouTube link. And WAVEMIND, as you know, WAVEMIND's put a lot of time into this. We've put a ton of time into this. Loon Albani actually put a shit ton of time into this. And look how small his name is. He made his name small. He's like, and you know, Steve Atkinson, of course, we wanted to make sure, and I'm probably gonna make that a little bigger. NAM, the Neural Amp Modeler by Steve Atkinson. You cannot forget to make sure that if you're using NAM in your plugins, make sure to give the man credit because he deserves it. Always don't hide that shit. Make sure you give the man credit. Okay, I know he's a humble dude and he might not agree with me, but I'm saying on my own personal preference, I would say out there, if you're going to use the NAM technology, make sure you give them credit. Be transparent about it. All right, so that's what you can be working with, guys. I really hope you like it. There's going to be a simple gate input output at the bottom, and man, again, so excited about this. I could not be more excited. The colors, I think everything looks really nice. I think everything looks really solid, and I hope you guys do as well. We're going to be leaking little tiny pieces here and there before the release, and we're looking at, I think we're probably about a month out from, or less. I think we're probably 2-3 weeks away from debuting NAM Universal right here on Freeware Friday at some point. We're so excited to be able to do that. And so let's get rid of that. So you guys have seen it. That's what it looks like. I'm excited about it. Now, how about a PV decade? Is Eddie still in the stream? Eddie, tell me, what is a PV decade? Because if you don't know, you're dead to me. You're goddamn dead to me. I'm just kidding, buddy. You're not dead to me. But seriously, what's a PV decade? Hey, this is definitely an old boy, isn't it? Is this an old boy? It's got to be an old boy. Normal. We've got normal and saturation. Let's do saturation. What's saturation all about? Let's see what that's all about. Then I'm going to turn off the pedal here. Oh, that's going to sound so good with a fuzz profile. Oh, okay. Let's get some fuzz in there. Now, we do have a wonderful collection of fuzz pedals from Fat Dracula. We've got, look at all this. These are some awesome fuzz pedals that he's got here for you guys. And I'm going to be looking into a bunch of different, hopefully Mark's Warbrick will get back to us. It's been tough to get a hold of some folks, but most folks have been pretty easy going and easy to get a hold of. Okay. I'm actually kind of stuck at this point. I don't know what I want to use with it. NAM stuff. I'm going to go with my own pedals for a second. I want to use the Carcosa fuzz or the fuzz throne. Let's use the... Whoa! Calm down. What's happening here? Oh, want to hear it without the denoiser? Here we go. Oh, holy shit. No, let's not. Let's hold on. Let's go back. I'm not going to use the saturation channel then. Easy. There, big fella. Let's use the normal channel with gain at like 2.5. Whoa. Let's see that again. Is that still going to explode? Not so bad. Okay. Okay. Woo. That is hot. All right, so that didn't end up sounding as good as I thought. And you might be thinking, well, you're using a metal guitar for Doom. Well, this is actually a PAF Pro here in the next section, and that is a pickup that is more than capable of doing Doom stuff. Just because Gilbert here doesn't look like he knows what's up with Doom doesn't mean, you know, that he doesn't know what's up with Doom. I mean, and also keep in mind that Paul Gilbert, who designed this guitar, Paul Gilbert loves fuzz. You have to remember that. So yeah, PAF Pros, they work just fine for Doomin', no problem. All right, so what I want to go and see if I can find something that's a little bit more pliable, if we can. Let's go to I want to go to NAMM stuff, Tone Hunt All-Star pedals. We're going to go here. I'm going to show you guys some more of my pretty face. Oh, gosh. Let's hear the Abracadaver. Oh, yeah? Is that right? Woo, that was loud. Sorry, guys. It took me up way louder than I wanted there. Now, if I want to just round that off a little bit, I can wheel this up. Doomy. See you later, dude. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, there was a lot of work to put this all together. It was a lot of, even just when we had this idea, and when we had this idea to make this signal chain with NAMM, we threw it at a few different developers, actually, some close friends, and most of our close friends at the time, I mean, Chris, hang on a second, let me finish. You know, we went to some of our you know, our really, you know, our known friends, and they're all like, you know, we're really busy. We could probably get that done at some point, but, you know, not sure when it's going to be. And we kind of wanted to jump on it quickly. And I remember having this conversation with Chris early on. And this was before we started getting, you know, a little tighter with Chris at WAVEMIND here at the M17 universe. So eventually we got to talking a lot more. A lot of our interests and a lot of our even, like, you know, musical kind of influences and whatnot, they kind of aligned really well. And we worked something out with him and Lewin and ourselves and everybody else that's put in work. And I can't wait to see it come together. And I can't wait for you guys. Oh, gosh, I can't wait for you guys to see it and be able to have it. And just to know that, like, you guys are using NAMM captures through our plugin is going to be super rad, because we think that through this signal chain, this is as good as we've ever heard NAMM stuff sound. Genome makes it sound really good. I'm not going to lie. It does. Really, really does. However, there's a cost to that. That's $80, right? That's $80 unless you are a 2Notes load box. It's not even if you own their IR packs. It's if you own their load boxes to a certain degree, you get it for free. All right. Well, okay, then that's fine. And if you want to go that route, that's awesome. I feel like maybe the DUI for Genome and the codecs in Genome, it's a little bit Tron-ish. If I can say that. I mean, it's still fun to use, and it sounds fucking amazing with those awesome sounding 2Notes cap packs. Those they really are they do sound great. However, then you go to Tonocracy, and there's a lot of drag and drop and this and that, and you know, if you're a brand new user, you might look at it a little bit like, what am I doing? How do I use this? I want to, you know, and I didn't really notice the upgrades in sound to the effect that you notice it with the codecs in the 2Notes Genome. And so why not try to do something that sounds really good, looks kind of sexy, and it's easy to use. Easy, super easy to use. Where you can use pedals and NAMM amps in the same thing. Codecs can't do that. Genome doesn't do that. Tonocracy doesn't do that either. So this is the first plugin that I know of that's coming out that will give you the option to use NAMM pedals with the NAMM, with the NAMM amps. Yeah, I've heard the Fuzz Universe album. Yeah, he's Paul Gilbert is a beautiful human being. It just loves the guitar so much. Man, and so do I. I hope you guys do too. We're gonna save that for tomorrow. The 420, a Doom Tomb spectacular. Spectacular. It's gonna be fun. Why is it? I mean, we don't necessarily. It doesn't have to be just Doom though. I was thinking that might alienate some folks. We could just do like the 420 special. I don't know. We're gonna find. We'll brainstorm it. It's probably gonna be roughly at about, we'll say, 7 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll get to some chugging because there are bands like Cannabis Corpse that are very much not a Doom band, but it's very much fueled by the same kind of stuff, right? So herbally enhanced indeed. I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm excited for tonight. Even tonight, my cherished Toronto Blue Jays take on the San Diego Padres, and they're gonna do. I love watching late games. I don't know if you guys are baseball fans out there at all, but man, I love watching late games when I can. It's just something about watching late baseball games that just feels, I don't know, it feels good. You're right, relaxed, and you know, nothing to do tomorrow. It's great. Although I will be with you guys tomorrow for the debut of our very first ever Clean Break feature. That is going to be here tomorrow. I believe we booked it for 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. I do believe. And that's going to be fun. Boss HM3. What's that sound like? You know, the dude from Monolord actually uses a Boss HM3 at times. That's something that, I mean, I don't know if you knew that or not, but I knew that, and I just found that out not that long ago. Ah, that's not good. Better on the neck pickup. That sounds pretty good, actually. For Doom, but we're gonna try to get away from the Doom stuff for tonight, because there's been a lot of it to do tomorrow. Although I don't know, I'm not really 100% sure what we're doing tomorrow. Can somebody tell me what the PV Decade is? What's the deal with that amp? We're using it right now, and I know nothing about it. I don't know where I am. Dun, 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 dun. Bad sinus, all edibles. Man, edibles, too many edibles. I had a scenario where I had to use, I had to go kind of edible-ish as well, because I had an issue with my chest, and I had to do edibles for like a few days. It was weird because they build up in a different way, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. Edibles are kind of rad, but I just haven't fully grasped them just yet. Really? Now let's try that saturation channel now. Saturation! What? That sounds really good. What is it? What is a PV Decade? That sounds really good, dude. Monolord is it's so good, dude. And I'd like to be able to hint towards something, but I can't. There may be some, I don't know. I'll think of a way that I could maybe semi-drop this news without dropping the news. That sounds good. What's the Hell Drive? I don't even know what that is, man. Oh, it's like his signature pedal. What? Really? See, that's... Wow. I did not know that. Oh my gosh, really? That actually is kind of remarkable. Isn't it funny how that works in the plugin world? Like, it's like just like the Audiority L12X. That thing is based on a Marshall amp that's no bigger than a fucking... It's like meant to sit on one of those novelty... You know those like novelty Marshall stacks that are like there's like two little baby speakers in a stack, and then it has like the little amp on top? That's the amp. The amp is literally that amp that sits on top of those novelty speakers. And the L12X sounds like a goddamn, just, you can make it sound like just so big, so huge, because you're in the plugin realm. In reality, you would never be able to hook that amp up to those cabinets. You know, it's amazing the things that you can do. Interesting. See, I love it. You know, like, it's funny. People used to say something similar about Van Halen and a Fender Champ. They used to say, and I don't know if this is like widely spread anywhere or not. Maybe it's just something that I read somewhere at one point. But I read that at one point with Van Halen, he had this heavily modified Fender Champ that he used to use as a warm-up amp backstage, and that on nights where certain nights, if something would happen to his amps and something needed, you know, if there was a major issue of some sort, which, let's be honest, probably happened in those days where there was probably plenty of issues. He said they would just literally, they would just mic up the Fender Champ. They would put this little tiny Fender Champ backstage. They would just mic it up best they could, put the big wall of Marshalls and the amps out front and make it look like they were on. And in reality, backstage, you know, they were using a Fender Champ. I don't know if that's true or not. Like, along with his complement of pedals. I don't know if that would have worked, because I know there was like a stereo, some sort of like bouncy rig, things that like there was like some sort of speaker delay. I don't know these things. So it's above my pay grade. Okay, like, I'm going to try it without the pedal then and see if we can get like a Queens of the Stone Age vibe out of it. That's out of tune. This is a great riff. I don't know. You might have something there. You might have something there, Professor Murphy. You might have something there. Man, and if you guys are Doom enthusiasts, this is going to be for you. There are going to be some serious Doom rigs available inside NAMM Universal. There is going to be a legitimate way to get Monolord guitar tone. There's going to be a legitimate way to get all different types of things of Doom type guitar tones. We're going to make these presets that are going to have everything and the profiles kind of already set in place. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to try it. And I can't wait to kind of start setting that whole thing up when we get the beta. Beta, where I think we're probably looking at a couple weeks for the beta. And after that, guys, it's probably not going to be long before it's in your hands. Exact release date, not 100% sure. Not going to rush it, as it is sort of a project that a lot of people are doing with their spare time, and as it is a piece of freeware. So let's we're going to do it. Let's be honest. Can we be honest? After that, like after the, let's say, like I would say after the album that Dave Grohl was on, where like Josh he just like fired a bunch of people, and I think after that, when it became like the Josh homie whatever, that dude, after it became Ginger Elvis's his own, like it seemed like his own solo project, I think kind of things like, kind of just went, and there was that "Make Up With You" song. Boo! Boo, Ginger Elvis! Boo! You should have stayed in Caius. Whoa there! I'm just kidding, guys. Don't yell at me. It's all right. We can say things that we don't necessarily fully mean, and just for fun, right? Absolutely meant it. Absolutely meant every word. Dudes, I don't know, man. I just think they lost their vibe after that. That was their prime. That was their prime. It's really amazing. In the comments, I want you guys to list a band in their prime and what album it was. It can be your favorite band. It can be just any band that you know. Like, it's amazing. Like, for example, we played that Demu album earlier. That bit of that Demu album earlier, and that was them in their prime. It's amazing that we can listen to things like that, where you can literally put headphones on or listen to the loudest speakers you want and hear the recorded evidence of 5 musicians in their prime, in their primes, together in rooms making music together. It's amazing. And then, like, bands, every band, primes sometimes last one album. Sometimes they last 2, maybe 3 if you're lucky. Maybe 3 albums when a band will last in their prime until they start to trail off. And then they'll make, but don't get me wrong, there'll be albums that they've made that are really, really good right before and right after their prime at times. But then, let's be honest, there's also these moments. Boy. Okay, let me know in the comments, what is just an album, an evidence, recorded evidence of a band in their prime? Blood Sugar Sex Magic, for example, for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That is listening to a group of individuals that were in their prime. And Anthony Kiedis. But all right, let's do it. I'm gonna check out. Okay, do you guys know of any really good orange profiles? Are there any really good orange profiles? I don't know. I don't know if I really have too many. Let's go see what I have. It's probably not good that I coughed right into the mic. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Asshole. All right, orange. What we got? A rock reverb here. I don't know who made this. And that's the problem. The way I originally kind of stored some of this stuff is odd. So going back, what I basically do is if there's something that interests me, I go look it up on Tone Hunt. And if the creator is reachable, then we've been trying to basically just get in touch with creators where we just love their stuff. Ask it. And so far, every single solitary one of them has been like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Although I will add that when we first got into this endeavor, someone that was very defensive of the NAM community. NAM is serious business. Don't you ever mess with the serious business of NAM. How dare you? And basically it was like, don't you dare use any of those profiles without their permission. I was like, no one was ever going to do that. Calm down. It was simply based on a question. If this is free, are the profiles also sort of open source? Or are they the property of the creators? That was the question that I asked. It wasn't, yo man, how can I fuck these dudes out of credit? I just want to get all that shit in my plugin. I can make lots of money for free. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just like, calm down, you know? And so far, it's really only been like one person that was sort of oppositional to this whole thing. Everyone else is like, holy shit, this sounds like fun. And not all the profiles, sorry, all the creators have been really amazing. Thanks so much to all the different creators. I'm not going to go and look for Orange right now. I'm just going to have some fun. Let's go through Arlington Audio again. Again, TV Decade is kind of fun. I'm going to check out the Cobra right now, the Cobra Crunch. Cobra Crunch. Woo-wee. Oh, that is a little bit oomphy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here to my kind of sneaky. First, I'm going to turn the oomph right off because the low end is a little bit much for this particular situation. I'm going to up the comp here a little bit. Take the oomph out, and here what we have. That was great. Now let's turn on the pedal. I believe I have the I've got the Hell Drive right now. Hell Drive. Or a gang that operates out of a gang that operates out of a sushi restaurant. I don't know why Crunchy Cobra sounds like a sushi restaurant to me. They don't eat cobra there. Is there such a thing as snake sushi? Can you eat snake raw? These are questions I have. Part of the snake do you think we're about to eat? Well, snake really don't have pots. If I had to call it anything, I'd say it was his knee. Crunchy Cobra roll. That's how pandemics get started. I got this new recipe I got from killing a cobra in the bush and putting it on some recipe raw. Boom, COVID. We got another COVID outbreak from somebody creating sushi with raw snake. This is where the conversations go on Freeware Fridays. Nope, not Grandma's Boy, but it's a Sandler movie though. That is from The Water Boy. Grandma's Boy was close though. For some reason, I feel like you meant to say Water Boy though. I don't know why. Let's go to the heavier of the two that we are using. We're using a clean, which is like this. That's not too bad. That's the clean from the Famous Cobra. Then it goes to the crunch that you just heard. Now this is Cobra Lead. That is a lot of doos. I don't even think I need. Yeah, I do. Oh, that's what happened. Now let's do this. Let's dial this up a tiny bit more. Also, keep in mind, this is a very low, like very heavy on the low end IR. This is one of the many IRs we're going to be including. This is going to be the IR included from one of the 10 different IR hype reel mixes included from Dr. Bonker's Sound Lab, one of my very favorite impulse response developers of all time. And he's an incredible human being as well. Really great person to go check out. Dr. Bonker's Sound Lab, and a lot of really unique inclusions. This, as I really recently found out, for whatever reason, I was led to believe, maybe I just invented it in my own brain, that this particular cab pack was based on an Ignator 412, and in fact, it was an Angle 412. Well, gosh damn, look at it! Isn't my face red? Anyways, this file sounds terrific. But on the other side of things, we are also going to be involving some of the stuff that is going to be, not going to have the same low end response. So something you're like, wow, that is a really high, like heavy on the low end kind of file, but it's not going to be too crazy. Now, let's see if I can go through some of these and see if we can get some fun things. Let's see if try some of these files. Yeah, exactly. So now we're gonna have to bring some of the low end back and add some of that and a little bit of this. That sounds pretty decent. That sounds reasonable, but again, you can use you'll be able to use whatever IRs you'd like in here as well. I'm going to go back to the faves and check out some other files. Woo, that was a bit too loud. Let's back that off a little bit. Let's just go back to that file for now. Plus, you're going to be rounding a lot of that off when you're in post anyways, but let's round it off. Take the oomph out. Not too bad at all. And we are coming up at the very end, man. We got there quick. I'm having a great time. I still kind of don't even want to bail right now. But that being said, the rest of the evening calls, it is Friday, and I did run in from work straight to you guys. Got stoked. Thank you so much, guys, for taking what was left of my bad mood from work and just kind of like erasing it and taking it up here. This is one of the main reasons that I stream, guys. Mental health is it's great to be able to just kind of just chill, talk gear. It's one of the things that I like to do. I like it. It helps me take stress off. It helps me kind of round things out. All right. It also helps me interact with the other people like me that use guitar and bass software at all times. You guys are using it. I'm using it. And everybody in here seems to know their shit. And if you're out there, by the way, and you're lurking and you're just like, "Hey, man, this conversation is well above where I'm at as an AmpSim user," send us a message. requests, some, you know, we really do try to keep it kind of, you know, we try not to get too deep, and we'd also try to kind of provide stuff for new users, intermediate users, everybody else. So if you're out there and we're moving too quick, or you guys want us to, you have any questions whatsoever, hammer us in the comments, or send us an email if you'd like, at the AmSim Universe. The AmSim Universe at gmail.com. And we'll be happy to get to any questions you might have as best as we can. And guys, it's been a lot of fun. Freeware Friday has come to a close. And we had some fun today. We went over a bunch of different NAM profiles, although admittedly I got stuck on a bunch, and that's really easy to do when you're testing out these NAM profiles. In these NAM captures, rather, these NAM thingies, we'll call them thingies from now on. That's the tech speak, right? If you're testing all these things out, guys, you're going to be like a kid in a candy store. There's going to be some candy you don't like. Very seldom are you going to find stuff you really don't like. But admittedly, there is stuff out there that's kind of poorly shot. Doesn't sound very good. And that's okay, because people got to learn for some way. And the only thing that you can really do is put it out there and have people critique it. And a lot of it does happen like that. Eddie usually just sends stuff to us here on the team, and Bo has been sending stuff as well, and I've got to check that stuff out. I just reminded myself, Eddie's shot some new stuff that I've got to check out this weekend. So I'm really excited to be able to check that stuff out as well. And guys, I'm out of here tomorrow. I am back. We are going to be back tomorrow for a couple of streams. We have the clean break tomorrow. That'll be a lot of fun. We're going to be going over some clean stuff and just kind of introducing what we're doing. We'll go over, gives me a chance to use my Telecasters, and do I love my Telecasters? And if you guys like clean tones and edge of breakup, even as like heavy as maybe like vintage rock, where you're kind of more in the realm of like old AC/DC, things are going to get cleaner. No high gain to be seen anywhere. So guys, if you're into that, tomorrow we'll be starting that out 2:30 Eastern PM. If you're watching this after the fact, that probably you might have missed it, but you'll be able to find it somewhere here on the channel if you go through the videos. Okay. Also tomorrow night, I think it's gonna be roughly 7 o'clock. We're gonna be doing we'll call it the 420 Herbally Enhanced Doom Tomb special. Doom Tomb. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna make some like really, really just horrible sounds. And guys, it's going to be BYOB on that one. I cannot provide. Sorry. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks to the staff for being here. Thanks to anybody else that's dropping in or watching it after the fact. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, please. If you do enjoy this, if you're in the comments, you have any questions whatsoever, but be nice. If you're not nice, not only will we not answer you, I'll just delete it, because I don't feel like dealing with that kind of stuff. Be nice in the comments, guys. Be nice to each other. Be nice to us, because we're out here trying to make a difference and just trying to have a good time. There's no need for anything negative whatsoever. You can tell me that my taste in music sucks, so if you want, that's fine. No problem. If you disagree with something, there's a difference between disagreeing and having a nice debate and just being an asshole, right? So if you ever want to debate with us, drop by a live stream, say hello in the comments. We're always happy to see your point of view as well. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. My name is Tyler, and my challenge for you this week, simple. Go get the Neural Amp Modeler if you haven't got it already. And if you have it already, go to Tone Hunt. Just go to Tone Hunt and dabble. Dabble in something you've never used, somebody, that brand new creator that's done something amazing. All right? Get out there, have a good time, and I will see you guys soon. Cheers.